The Kobra 4 is good. That's the problem. Now, I was going to make this video a lot spicier than it is, because this is one of the strangest 3D printer releases I've seen this year. Not because the printer is bad, it isn't, but because I don't really know why it exists. Let's just cut to the chase. The Anycubic Kobra 4 should be a really easy printer recommendation. I've printed with it for a couple of weeks now. The platform's really solid, the print quality is great, and the price,
nice.
But the more I look at it, the more I feel it actually creates a problem rather than solving one. And I'll go one step further, because I think the Kobra 4 will make fewer people buy 3D printers. Let's see if you agree. This video is sponsored by PCBWay. According to Anycubic, this is their ultimate gateway printer. Unbox and print, perfect first layers, no calibration, multicolour printing straight out of the box. And honestly, that's a great pitch because, and I'll say this again, this is a good printer. The first layer prints are flawless. The Benchy and Spider models, both of which were preloaded, were equally good right out the box. Same story with multicolor. It's a touch slower than the same model printed on the Kobra X, but the quality is just as good. I will be releasing a comparison video comparing the Kobra 4 with the Kobra X that's just back there in a couple of weeks, so if that's something you're interested, do subscribe. But for now, the thing you need to know is the main difference between the Kobra 4 and the Kobra X is that the 4-color changing print head of the Kobra X is out, and it's replaced with a standard print head for single color and an ACE2 AMS-like unit for multicolor printing. That means for an entry-level printer, it has reliable multicolor printing straight out the box, built-in filament drying, and a ton of automation to take away any of the sort of worrisome stuff that makes you stress out as a beginner printer. So I reckon if your goal is to just get printing successfully as quickly as possible, this does a pretty good job. And the pricing, well, actually there's some more confusing stuff going on there, so I'm going to cover that in more detail towards the end of the video because there are caveats here and you need to know about them, but you need to know what you're dealing with straight off the bat. So the Kobra 4 in its basic formation without an ACE unit is going to cost £199. As I say, it's not that simple though. I'll come back to that. One thing that is simple though is how much easier this channel is to manage with regular income supporting things like editing and other bits and pieces which help me maintain a busy lifestyle and keep out regular reviews coming through. And that is only possible with sponsors like PCBWay. I know no one likes a sponsored segment, but PCBWay have been long-term sponsors of this channel and I'm very grateful for their support. Not only that, but PCBWay also support lots of other creators in this little niche hobby that we have. And so the best way to say thanks to PCBWay is to go and check out their website, which is linked below. PCBWay, as you might expect, manufactures custom PCB solutions from individual projects to massive orders for multinational customers, but they don't stop there. PCBWay also offer all sorts of additive and subtractive manufacturing. CNC? Yup. Resin 3D printing? Yup. SLS and MJF prints? Yup. And of course, FDM printing. Anything you need can just be dropped into their online price checker and a quote ready for you in seconds. Combine that with the fact that they're putting real ad spend behind creators who support your hobby, and I reckon PCBWay are worth the support if that's the service you need. I'll pop a link down in the description below, and if it's your bag, then please go and visit them and support the sponsors who support this channel. Thanks so much. So, the Kobra 4 as a standalone product makes sense. But as part of Anycubic's wider lineup, I reckon that's where this starts to fall apart a little bit, because Anycubic already have the Kobra X. Mine is just over there. I love it. They already had a direction. With the Kobra X, it felt like Anycubic were building something clear. They had a product lineup with a clear linear progression through the models. They had a machine that was accessible, modern, packed full of innovative features, with a very obvious identity. But now we've got this. Another beginner printer, another iterative upgrade from the Kobra 3 V2, which itself was less than a year old. Seriously, pause for a second and think about it. While tech is always moving quickly, and I do get that, the constant back and forth of evolving printer tech is a real turn-off for people who are just always inclined to pause and wait for the next best thing to come down the line. And as of right now, with Anycubic, you don't have one clear place to start. That would have been the Kobra X. But now you've got the Kobra X and the Kobra 4 and all their various derivative forms. Now if you're a beginner, you go to Anycubic's lineup and you have to start asking yourself questions. Do I need filament drying? What sort of printing am I going to do? Am I overpaying? Am I buying the wrong printer? And the chances are, beginners won't know the answers to those questions. That's why the Kobra X was so effective. You knew what it was, you knew who it was for, and it kind of didn't try to be everything at once. And this is where it kind of stops becoming about the printer and more about Anycubic's overall direction. I know other channels such as Fohammer have talked about this at length and compared brands like Creality and their vast range of varying models, which just mean that you end up being overwhelmed by choice and probably end up not choosing to buy anything at all. And I fully agree with him, you know. It's like, at the end of the day, what I want more than anything, regardless of whether you buy an Anycubic or whether you buy a Bamboo or whether you buy, I don't know, a resin printer, I want people to make a clear choice and then get to the important bit. 3D printing. That's what we love to do. It's not about a printer, it's about what you print. I love the direction Anycubic have been taking recently. The Kobra X was fantastic. The P1, P1 Max are both incredible printers. And so I've got a simple plea for Anycubic if people are watching this. It's a please don't become Creality 2.0. But to be fair to them, if you want to get 3D printing straight out of the box in the simpler way possible, for as cheap as possible, the Kobra 4 does do that. Which is a really badly shoehorned segue into talking about pricing. Because as I say, I haven't forgotten about pricing and it does get a little bit more complicated than that. So as you know, Anycubic are selling the Kobra 4 in its base spec for single filament printing for $199.99. If you want to do multicolour printing, you can add the combo version of this, which adds an Ace 2 Pro to that, and that costs $299.99. And that sounds excellent. So for £40 more than you would buy the Kobra X for, you can add filament drying into your setup, which is a massively useful feature. The choice you have to make as a beginner is, do you just want to print single colour? If so, buy the Kobra 4 for $200. Do you want to print multicolour but don't care about drying your filament? Then buy the Kobra X for £260. Or for 4-colour multicolour with filament drying, in which case buy the Kobra 4 combo for £300. But the Kobra X is faster, cleverer, and generates less waste. So do you care about your 3D printer making more waste and being a bit faster? Something else to bear in mind. Or perhaps you want your faster, cleverer, less waste option with filament drying, in which case buy the Kobra X combo for $389.99. Do you see what I mean? For what it's worth, I give my recommendation about which printer you actually should buy at the end of the video, and it's worth sticking around to hear that. But if you think what I've already said has been useful, then consider commenting down below to let me know that, or subscribing to the channel. It's a bit of an ego boost for me and I appreciate it. But I wish the confusion stopped there. Sadly though, it doesn't, because to get that $199.99, you have to purchase the printer from AliExpress using their early bird system. So in order to get the $199 price, it revolves around accessing all the discounts and putting all the codes in and using a different website to the one you might ordinarily do so. But Anycubic were pretty insistent that that was the way they wanted to run this time, and so yeah, I guess we'll see how this goes. I don't know. It's unknown territory for me too, so I'm just the messenger. Please let me know in the comments below if you think this is a good idea and you really want to shop with AliExpress, or if you think it's a horrible idea and you just wish you could just buy it from the Anycubic website. Let me know. In fact, I think I might even need to explore the various purchasing options for 3D printers in another video. So if you think that's a good idea, then again, let me know in the comments below. And this is what I meant at the start of the video. While there are lots of good things about the Kobra 4, there are also lots of confusions as well. Like the various model lineups, like which one you choose, like the fact it's competing against the Kobra X, and now the method of sale as well, that I just think people will just be a bit overwhelmed by this and end up just going, nah, this is too complicated. I'm not going to buy a 3D printer. Because instead of guiding new users, Anycubic are sort of like putting lots of forks in the road and barriers in front of them. Because sometimes if you don't know what path to take, you end up just going home. Now, as I've said repeatedly in this video, that doesn't mean the Kobra 4 is a bad printer. I'm just not sure who it's for. The Kobra X made me think I understood where Anycubic were going. The Kobra 4 makes me question if they know. For me though, I like to keep things simple, and if I were buying a beginner printer today, I would buy a Kobra X. And if you want to know why I think that, then the video for the Kobra X is on screen right now. So do go and check that out and have a look and maybe comment under that video too. So a final huge thank you to this video's sponsors PCBWay, and also a massive thank you to everybody who has commented under the video, liked the video, subscribed to the channel, engaged with me over on Discord, or most of all, supporting me on Patreon. You know who you are and you're absolute legends. So I'll close out by saying that my name's James, this is RisingApe Minis, and I will see you next time.